Everybody, welcome to another edition of The Center Lane, a political discussion for those of us in the middle who don't want to lean too far right or left. They want to go right down the middle. Hey, listen, just a quick thing here about Trump's latest idea he's floating about taking over Gaza. Hey, I applaud the fact that he is at least mentioning some of it because it looks like a moonscape there right now. People living there, how are they going to live there? That is a question that needs to be answered. There's no doubt about that. Having said that, the idea of us going in there and taking over somehow just won't work. It's just not going to, and I'm going to tell you the reasons I think why. First off, the people, the Palestinians that live there, the majority of them probably don't want to leave, okay? So that's something that when people don't want to leave, that makes everything more difficult across the board. Okay, another reason is Hamas definitely doesn't want to leave, and they're going to dig in. So that means, according to Trump, we might even send troops there, that Americans are going to die for that. And I don't think that most Americans are going to think, when they really sit back and think about it, think that that's worth sending our troops over there to possibly give their lives up. I don't think that's going to be a popular decision with only maybe the most hardcore Trump supporters who thinks he can do no wrong. And by the way, he said he wanted to get us out of all these wars. So why would he send troops there to try to get 25 miles of prime real estate on the, what he calls prime real estate, and I'll talk about that in a second. Well, I don't think it is, on the Mediterranean. Maybe his intentions are somewhat good, thinking it's going to bring peace and stability, but it's not. It's not. Third reason, if Trump wants the neighboring countries to take on the 2.5 million Palestinians and rehome them somewhere, that just isn't going to happen, man. They're going to tell you because they're going to give all these grandiose reasons like, oh no, that's their sovereign territory, we don't want to interfere. We don't know the real reason why the Arabian countries or the neighboring countries don't want to take the Palestinians, because they know what's going to happen if they bring them into their country. It's going to cause disruption. They're going to have Palestinians, they don't, our history has showed us that when you've tried doing this, they don't assimilate really well. I mean, you can look in the 70s in Jordan after the Yom Kippur War. A lot of Palestinians were sent there or went there on their own will, I'm not sure which, a couple million, and they replaced them or rehomed them there. And they tried to take over 3 years later. They're trying to overthrow the Jordanian government and King Hussein. He had I think it's called Black September. The tamp down was a bloody, miniature civil war. Then a lot of them got displaced over to Lebanon. What happened then? The Lebanese civil war in the 80s, which raged all the time. That wasn't all because of them, but they certainly played a part in it. Hezbollah, to this day, you know how many of those soldiers on the South Lebanese border are Palestinians? A lot of them. So other countries have learned from their neighbors that there's no way they're going to let these people in there. And I'm sorry to say that. It doesn't mean all the Palestinians are disruptors, but they have a pretty powerful self identity, and they don't like to be conquered. And you can't blame them for that, but you also can't blame some of those nearby countries. Egypt, they got their own problems in Egypt right now. Saudi Arabia certainly ain't going to take them. Just it goes down the list. And of course, Jordan already has quite a few Palestinians living there now, peacefully, by the way. They have assimilated, but when it first happened in the 70s, not so much, and you got to think that could possibly happen again. So that's definitely on top of the mind awareness to those Arabian brothers who are showing solidarity, but really are looking out for their own self-interest as well. Another reason is, and this is the one, look, okay, you go in there, you make it a resort area, 25-mile strip on the Mediterranean. I'm not going to bring my family there because there's going to be all kind of disruption, people upset about it. There's going to be drone strikes. There's going to be lobbing missiles from, God knows where, the Iran for all we know. Who's going to go vacation there? Who's going to want to live there? It's going to be such a volatile area because of the politics involved and everything that you would have to be insane to go there, really. So what is that worth? So I guess those would be the main reasons I can think of. I mean, obviously, I believe that something, they're going to have to come up with something because, yeah, you're right. Trump is right. What, are they going to live on tents on top of rubble? Because there is no buildings there, and that is a huge issue, to be sure. But there's got to be they got to come up with another solution. And I don't know what that is. There's smarter people out there than me, but for those reasons I just gave, there is no way that that is going to happen. So that's it. Just a quick little blip, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Good waves today, by the way, down here in Florida, if you're wondering. Okay, have a good one.